commercial break. It's all about SOG Tuesdays, man. Each and every Tuesday it's going down. Gotta get them tough crackers. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the second guest that we got for the night. Alright, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's good, world? I go by the name of LA, better known as LA Stay Fly.
That's what's up. So let everybody know where you're from.
I'm from Cincinnati, better known as the Nasty Natty.
Okay.
Nasty Natty.
Nasty Natty.
Alright, so what got you out here in ATL now?
I've been here almost 5 years, and music and just, having a fresh start, being able to explore and have better opportunities with what I got going on was the big move for me.
That's what's up. So how long have you been doing music? Like, how old were you when you kind of just started to be like, hey?
To be honest, I was probably like 7 when I really just, because music runs my family.
Okay.
My mom was a DJ. She no longer here, but blessed, And it started with being in my household. I started around 7. My brothers was into music. I just bust out one time and started rapping because the energy and environment I was in. Now I started taking it serious around probably when I was like 12, 13, just writing. And ever since then, it's just been in my blood.
So explain LA Stay Fly. You from Missouri, like where? You
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, sorry.
Nasty
Natty. Sorry. Listen,
Whoa.
I'm known for fucking up places and names, okay? It's a fact. All of
No murder. Your name.
There you go. But I thought you was from LA. Like,
See, a lot of people think that I'd probably be rich by now if I had $1 every time somebody said that. But, LA came from LAX. I used to be in a group in about 2011, 2012. And it was LAX. But once I went solo around 2013, I took the X off and put a meaning behind LA, which stands for lyrically attractive. A lot of people, used to always, oh, you fly, you stay fly. So I kind of just took that and put stay fly behind LA. So, that's how that came about.
That's what's up. So tell me about your first song. Do you remember the first song that you ever wrote?
Yeah, it was with the group that I was in. We were called Next Generation. And the song was called So Fly. And that was just something we created just about, being swaggy, having style, being fly, of that nature. So that was probably about 2012, I believe. Yeah, about 2012. But I always wrote, but that was like the first song that was actually put out.
That's what's up. Is there any artists out here now that you might want to collab with in the future?
Absolutely. It's so many, one of my favorite artists is Wiz Khalifa. I would love to collab with him. Of course, the baby is top tier. A lot of few local artists as well. 3 Letter Nook is one of the artists from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is now in Atlanta. I would love to work with him, one of the homies. He's talented, and it's so many. I can't name them all, but it's so many.
But it's plenty of people that you want to
Definitely plenty.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm kind of working on now, is expanding features. And I'm working on a tape as well. Then by next year, I'll be working on new stuff.
Okay. So tell me about Foot on Necks.
Foot on they necks. Last year, my mom passed in February, and I had an EP dropping that was called Interlect. And the craziest thing was she passed like 3 days before it was actually supposed to drop. So like it was a whole I can't explain, but it was just a lot for me at that time to like not knowing to put it out and let it still release. And I knew what my mom would really want because of the background we have with music, not letting anything stop that. So I kind of still put it out, but I didn't think it did what it was really supposed to do. So Foot on Their Necks came with, you know, all the emotions and anger I had built up inside, and Foot on Their Necks was just something that was just that a light came on in my head, like, all right, I got my foot on their necks, ain't no letting up, and I just took it and ran with it. Ever since then, I've just been on their necks.
Okay, so that's what inspired Foot on Their Necks.
Absolutely.
All right, well shoot, we got the video for Foot on Their Necks, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into that. Go ahead and introduce the people Foot on Their Necks before we go ahead and drop it.
All right, coming up right now is my single Foot on Their Necks with an X. You dig? Let's get it. Yeah, I got my foot on their necks. Don't have any feelings, don't give any fucks.
That definitely was Foot on Their Necks.
Appreciate it. That's one of my main things too. My beat selection is very precise. Like I gotta have that. You know, I like to switch it up, but I gotta have that with something that's knocking.
Now I see why you said the baby was like top tier.
Yeah. You hear me
That's
like
that. Yeah, that's that vibe right there. Boom,
So I got a question.
boom,
So
boom.
do you remember your first song that you kind of went viral on?
This will probably be the one for real.
For the
This probably be the one. This really went like I want to say. Yeah, I just feel like it reached way more people than I've ever reached with this song.
So tell me about Foxy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sauced up. By the day, I could be going to Walmart. You're not gonna catch me lacking. I stay sauced up. But you know, it was just a fun record to have. Shout out to Rick and Rolly that's featured on the record. And I just felt like it was something to put out about being sauced up. You know, the way I carry myself. And we all talk about the drip, we all stay sauced up, so it was something for the people to really relate to and just have fun with, sing along with, and dance to.
Okay. Tell me about None of That as well. Like what inspired
None of That was a cover for Asian Brat, Asian Dog.
Okay.
It was a cover for that, but none of that came from, you know,
Just play that.
just wanting to speak on following Foot on Their Necks, just wanted to speak on how I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, about what you got going on, about what you say, about what you think, about nothing. None of that shit. And, you know, I salute her for coming out with that, man, because that was definitely a dope ass song. And I just wanted to follow up and put my spin on it.
That's what's up. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into that video in a minute, but let's go ahead and jump into Sauced Up.
We did it.
I'm so sauced up. I be hella lit, you don't know what's in my cup.